Hi, this is Seth, and I am reviewing Hustlers. Today's review, I tried to do an in-car movie review, but both of my cameras were dead. So, here you go. Hustlers stars Constance Wu, Jennifer Lopez, Keke Palmer, Cardi B, and Julia Stiles. Now, this is Constance Wu's first top billing in a movie, I think. Now, it was nice to see Keke Palmer in this movie because I haven't seen her since, what was it, True Jackson VP? I'm kind of embarrassed to actually know what that program was, but, you know, it is what it is. And I know she's been in some other stuff like Pimp and Scream Queens, but Scream Queens wasn't on long enough for me to really get into it. And I think Cardi B was a stripper at one time before she paired up with Bruno Mars. I'm embarrassed to know that too. It's directed by Lorraine Scafaria, and basically we're going to start off with some bad things. Although this film is entertaining, this film didn't look like a cinematic film. It looked kind of like one of those cable movies. I don't know how many films Scafaria has under her belt, but you know, that doesn't make it a bad film, but it was just something interesting I gleaned from watching it. And I hope to see her in directing more films because she generally did a good job. That's about the worst thing I can say about this film. It wasn't really exciting. It was better than Showgirls, let me tell you. That movie was just, it's almost unwatchable. This is a very watchable film. It's not fast-paced like I wanted it to be, because this film kind of felt like a heist film. Hustlers is about strippers at a club frequented by Wall Street guys in the days prior to the Wall Street crash of 2008. And then as Wall Street crashed, it kind of took a lot of businesses within the businesses that were frequented by the Wall Street guys, the strip clubs, maybe the after hours, gin joints, some of the boutique bars in the area, because the guys who used to drop thousands of dollars, like $15,000, it wasn't really possible for them to drop that much money after the crash. And in order to survive, the strippers had to take matters into their own hands and do some pretty devious things, like drug their former clients and just run their cards up, their corporate cards and personal cards. And they've been getting a lot of flack for that, but I don't think that it's warranted, because if we watch Ocean's 11 or Margin Call or Wall Street 2 or Boiler Room, any of these films that have to do with Wall Street guys, these people are despicable. So why shouldn't the girls be equally despicable because it's poisonous food from a poisonous tree? So their motivation was these people were just cleaning out everyone. They stole money from mom and pa, teachers, and retirees, and they just blew it up in smoke. They just smoked it and then it was gone. They didn't care about these retirees. They didn't care about these small business people. They didn't care for these. They didn't care about the normal everyday Joes and Janes like you and me. And, turn them out as fair play, I guess. How bad could these ribbons be when the Wolf of Wall Street was just scamming everyone? Not that they should have done what they did, but desperate times begets desperate measures, I guess. Hopefully I will never have to be in this situation. I kind of was in this desperate situation and I went into social work. So, it wasn't a big job, but it was a job that I could come home from every day knowing that I help people instead of rip people off. And that's really something I value. But enough about me. This movie was based on an article about real events, kind of like Fast and Furious. It was a very entertaining film. It had good characters. Jennifer Lopez needs a special shout out because when she was stripping, she was doing all the advanced stripping, sliding down a pole, held up by one of her legs. Just things that are, well, of course I would never be able to do it, but I don't believe that most of the strippers who actually are strippers professionally can do what Jennifer Lopez did. And what is she? Is she 51? She's very, let's not say she's old. Let's say that people younger than her can't do what she did in this film. And it's amazing. And let's give a shout out to Julia Stiles. I remember Julia Stiles and 10 Things I Hate About You with people like David Krumholtz. She was a Brown educated writer and she was researching this band of strippers who were robbing Wall Street blind. You don't feel bad about Wall Street because these people were and maybe are still the lowest of the low. They should be slandered all over the paper, like the Sackler family and how they created the opioid crisis, because they're doing equally bad things. And by no means are they the only people who are doing bad things. And they're also poisonous fruit from a poisonous tree, and we won't get into that, but it's just a mess. So bad things happening to bad people. Not to say the strippers were bad, some of them got caught up and they were just acting really evil. But Constance Wu just got caught up in this lifestyle of all this money, and she was trying to buy her grandmother's house back from the bank. And there's always a good intention before you go down the bad road. Jennifer Lopez wanted to take care of her daughter and have her have a more comfortable life than she had. So, and there's a backstory, and I'm sure the Wall Street guys have backstories too. Here's some movies that are like hustlers. One of them, Ocean's 11, 12, 13, and especially the original Ocean's 11, which the ending kind of mirrors this movie, the Hustlers movie. Wall Street 2, Money Never Sleeps. Margin Call, which actually examines what happened in the crash of '08. You know, how people were just going hard on making money, not realizing that the bottom was falling out. The seesaw was tipping the other way. And the problem I have with hustlers is, and not hustlers, but the backlash, is that women do terrible things that just like men, we are the same. I don't know why the women get a worse rap than the men, because Wolf of Wall Street, terrible guy, should be in jail for life. I don't know if he is. Margin Call, Wall Street 2, all terrible people, all just taking food out of people's mouths, money out of their bank, bankrupting them. And I think we should start judging men and women on par with each other, because everybody's doing underhanded acts in this film. Whatever the reason, you know, you shouldn't do that, of course, but it makes it for entertaining media. As a side note, one of the people, the Jennifer Lopez character, I think one of them is suing the writers or the production company. It was her story and she didn't get paid. And these people, especially the Jennifer Lopez character, she is dealing with a different kind of reality than most of the rest of us are, in the fact that she just thinks that she can do no wrong. It's like, well, Rory Loughlin, who feels that she's done no wrong, but I'm not gonna get too far into Varsity Blues because I'm just sick of it all. But you know that sort of mentality when you say that you can do anything you want, and if someone wrongs you, then it's their fault, but even though it's yours. I just can't find empathy for those types of people because they just cause too much chaos and pain. But enough with the moralizing. This is a good film. You should see it. It's interesting. It's not really sexy, well, like sexy, like Basic Instinct sexy. This is very classy. It deals with the women becoming a family, albeit a crime family, but there was a sisterhood vibe around the Hustlers. If you want to check out some movies that are like Hustlers, don't check out Showgirls because it's horrible. Check out Boiler Oceans 11, 12, 13, and Oceans 11, the one with Frank Sinatra and the rest of the Rat Pack. Wall Street 2, Money Never Sleeps, Margin Call. Those are my picks that are like Hustlers, but the other side of Hustlers. Thank you for watching this late video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for the lot of subscribers, 9 or 10 subscribers I've gotten recently. You guys are rock stars. I love you. See you soon.